Welcome back to It's a Tool Thing with another tool haul video. I gotta say, I haven't been finding a whole bunch of used tools right at the moment. It doesn't seem like people are selling that much, which might be a good sign, because if they're not having to sell stuff, then maybe they're doing pretty good. I know our shop we're still busy, but we're not as busy as we should be. We have let a few guys go, unfortunately. But we'll get into the tool haul today. First thing I got was another one of these Cobalt swivel air fittings. I've used to always use the hose whips, but they tend to leak a lot, and to be honest, they take a lot of room up in your box. So I've been switching to these. I've been pretty happy with these ones from Lowe's. I'm sure there's probably other companies that make them. They're not made in the USA or anything. They're about $7 a piece. I actually bought a couple of them, but they only had one in stock. So unfortunately I just got one. I haven't stopped at another Lowe's, but I definitely feel like every air tool should have either this or a whip hose on it, because even with a regular fitting, even if you're using the automotive 1/4 inch fittings, they take up quite a bit more room than this, and for good access, these are the way to go. Like I said, a whip hose works really well too. I've just had a lot of problems with them leaking, even the SnapOn ones that I picked up. I picked up a whole bunch of them a long time ago, used, or I bought them at a used tool place, I should say, but they were still brand new in the package. And they did last a lot longer. I bought some Harbor Freight ones, and the first one I got seemed to do pretty well, so I bought a fistful more of them. It's been years ago, and every single one of those ones that I bought after that blew up in like a month or two, so I'm not playing that no more. But I do recommend these swivel type fittings. They do pinch your hand on occasion. I just had that happen today. I don't use a whole bunch of air tools. I tend to use a lot of battery tools, but I do use my 1/2 inch impact instead of a battery tool in the shop, and it kind of pinched my hand when I was holding it, and the hose flipped over on me. Next, I just got another 150-pound truck Gage. This was actually new in the package. It was an old package, but it's always nice to have a few of these laying around for checking tires. Don't check tires a lot, but when you need one, you need one. Got a half dozen of them running around, but I can't keep track sometimes. And then I was pretty excited about these two here. I paid $5 a piece. Thought that was a fairly decent price. Looks like this here is a part number for Matco of UP42, and this one here is UP43. I don't have a whole bunch. I've got some of the plastic trim tools. They don't seem to work very well for me for what I do. And then I have a few, I believe they're Mac trim clip removers, and they're pretty wide. The one's a little narrow and it works a little better. So I was kind of actually a little excited about this one with this smaller foot on it. Might work a little better. They tend to rip the clips, and those clips are unfortunately hard for us to get because they always want to buy OEM clips, and then you got to buy 100 of them or something. So try not to damage them. And then here, I thought they had a 15/16 one of these extra deep SnapOn impact 6-point sockets, but they only had the two, and I think I was just mistaken. I actually needed a 15/16 here a couple weeks ago, and extra deep, and I'm gonna have to pick one up. But I went ahead and picked these two up here. They're 5/8 and 11/16. Not the most common sizes, but I've already got the 3/4, so I figured I might as well pick them up. $15 a piece. Didn't seem like a horrible price for SnapOn. I probably could have got them cheaper, Sunex or something maybe. And then all the chrome back here. This is more of a cautionary tale. These are actually all sockets I already owned, but I've been switching over to 12-point impact sockets. That way I don't use chrome sockets on impact guns. And I actually ran into a problem here the other day. I think I've ran into it twice now, but here just the other day, where I needed a 3/8 drive, 12-point 1/2 inch socket, and I had a 1/4 drive chrome that would fit in there, but I couldn't break it loose. I had so much flex on the extension, and the 3/8 drive impact 12-point would not fit in there. And it was just a hair too big in diameter. And I've got a half dozen of those, and I couldn't get any of them to work. So I actually had to borrow a tool, which is fairly embarrassing for me. And end all be all, it was actually Harbor Freight, and it did take care of it. One of the other guys. But it's kind of a cautionary tale, so I went ahead and brought some 12 points. I got to figure out how I'm going to put them in my box. Some chromes. I'm not too worried about them, but I do want them to be a little organized. Most of these are Craftsman's. There's a few of them that are missing. Another cautionary tale, I actually sold quite a bit of sockets and stuff to one of my coworkers that wanted to start up a home box, and I may have sold them too much. I mean, I didn't without needing them here, but needing them here, I actually had to take some of these, were the ones that I had dedicated for my home tools, so I'll have to pick up some more. It's not a big deal, but thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, comment below. Have a great day.